Ladies and gents, welcome back to Portsmouth. This is the final match of the season. Reading, Portsmouth, away from home. Really want to win this game, so let's get to it. So our lineup today looks like this. We have Alex Bass in goal because he wants game time and I need to give him that. Brown, Offord, Raggett, Johnson, Curtis, Dobson, Cannon, Valderson, and Hywell and Harrison up top. So, final match of the season. Everyone's out on the pitch. We're going into this. We need this win. I will say the reason Alex Bass is in there is he hasn't really been clamoring for game time, but I need to give him some time on the pitch. He's a fantastic goalkeeper. McGillivray is just fantastic as well, and he's just been keeping the ball, keeping it with him, and he's... So our first official highlight, we actually do get the ball. Curtis bangs it all the way up to Harrison. Well, those guys are like, that was a horrible shot. We really have nothing. One shot, and that's it. McIntyre always, yeah, he's a pretty good player from what I remember of these matches so far. 23 minutes in, we get our next highlight. Ellis Harrison. I always called him Elias Harrison. Why did I call him Elias Harrison? Ellis Harrison with our first goal of the match. Portsmouth lead 1-0. Nice back header, I guess, by Curtis. But Harrison brings it down and back of the net it goes. And are we going to get an offside for this? No. Not even close. Don't know why you're showing it to me. We're heading into halftime, and that's been the only highlight that we've had. So this is apparently a quick match. I will say, reflecting on over the entire season, it has been one to remember, definitely. I mean, who would have thought that Portsmouth, in their first league or their first season back in the championship, would be around the top, 3 or 4 positions. No one has, absolutely no one in this game has expected us to do well at all. They keep saying, you realize that you're far above expectations, right? And it's like, yeah, I know, but stop treating us like crap. I mean, come on, be nicer about it. But Johnson to Valderson. Valderson has been good. I don't think he's been good enough to keep if we were going to continue the save. So very little has happened up until now. 54 minutes in, they've been holding a lot of the possession in this highlight. We're getting little nicks here and there. Oh, right off the bar. Wow, that could have evened it out pretty well. I couldn't have really faulted that at all, except it's one of those positions around, this outside of the box where no matter who gets it, you could have an 80-year-old coach's mother, and they would still just smack it in the back of our net for some reason. That's just our awful area. Up to Hywell, who's wide open. Second of the match. Reading losing to Portsmouth 2-0 away from home. I guess Reading's at home, but Portsmouth's... But some fantastic ball passing around. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It has been a little while since I've recorded. So, as usual, my commentary is crap anyway, so it's even worse now. But 65 minutes in, who's going to come off? Anyone? We're playing really lights out today. Only, 4 players in the green. But still, oh, that was a bad tackle. Is that a red? That's a red. Andy Cannon, who has not been very good. I am going to say, Dobson can play there. Andy Cannon has not done an amazing job that I really, really wish he would have in the championship. He's just League One material, I'm sorry to say. So Naylor does come on. Unfortunately, I had to take Harrison out. And it's only because Hywell has been doing slightly better. But, ooh, very defensive. I don't know why that is. I won't go very defensive. I'll go defensive. Simply because we are a man down. And nice job, Bass. What a fantastic save right there. Save of the season. So Harness up to Hywell, all the way over to Curtis, but not a great pass. Easily picked off. And so was that. Naylor. Why is Naylor getting so easily stripped? Naylor and stripped. Two things you wouldn't see on a PG rated show. They're getting a lot of possession in. Oh, who was that? Who was that? It's gotta feel like an absolute ass right now. Banging it off the crossbar. Wide open. I mean, he could have easily just tapped it in for a 2-1. But we have 3 minutes left. Donsa comes down with it. Naylor finally. I guess he's a lot better on off the ball than he is on the ball. Donsa coming down with it. And, oh, awful shooting today. You guys have sucked. I mean, look at that. They are going quite out attacking. But still, shooting boots are not on whatsoever. Oh, you could have had a great pass up to Haiula. But Harrison, and out for a throw-in. But still, we got 5 seconds left. That has got to be the season right there. 2-0 win over Reading. I mean, just hold on to the ball. Who cares what happens? What is Moore doing? There we go. Yes! 2-0 win over Reading. And I'll show you why that's important in just a second. As you can see, it really wasn't important at all. Portsmouth have got 86 points. We are in second place. We move on to the Premier League next season. So, now, the reason that wasn't important, the reason really Alex Bass was in there, I did want to give him game time. However, we had won it the game before. We had gotten promoted, so I'll show you those in a minute. Sheffield United was on our heels up until the very last minute of the last game that they lose. And we won. And it was terrific. And so we move on to the Premier League. But let's show you a couple things. Schedule-wise, as you can see, after that pathetic Crystal Palace 1-1 draw, we did beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. Was really looking forward to the last couple of games after that one. However, Peterborough we lost 1-2. Huddersfield we drew 1-1. Derby County, 21st place, Derby County. And we sucked. I mean, Lee Brown was amazing. Ronan Curtis, okay. But everyone else just sucked that match. I was thinking there's no way in hell we're getting promoted from there. But then Middlesbrough, 4-2 win. Oh, that was fantastic. And then as you can see, Sheffield United. Oh, they're in the playoffs. But Sheffield United against Nottingham Forest. 1-2 loss. That clinched it. We're into the Premier League. Let's go! So now, with that said, we are moving on to the Premier League. I want to note a couple of things. First off, I am going to take about a 1 or 2 week break from FM right now. I mean, at least on cam. I'm going to do the back end stuff. I'm going to do the transfers. I'm going to do the friendly season and all that. And then I'll get, probably the first game of the season in the Premier League. But I am going to take a quick break because on this channel, I've had a lot of new subs who have come in mainly not for FM stuff. So I kind of want to give them, a little more flavor of non-FM stuff. So Valheim, I've got with Sly. I've got maybe some Deep Rock Galactic coming on. I've got a couple things going, some indie games that I want to get done for the channel. So for the next week or two, no FM. We will get to the Premier League. I promise you that. And I will actually need your help. My man Packbat Studio mentioned Victor Fisher as a possible signing. Unfortunately, he's not here. There's no one by the name of Fisher in this game for some reason. And if I'm remembering it right, he was in Middlesbrough. But he's not here at all. And I don't know why. So apparently Victor Fisher is out. However, I think what I'm looking at for the Premier League, I'm looking at the wingers. I've got to stop doing this. But a wingers, maybe a striker who's like Premier League quality striker. I'm pretty much all over the pitch. Give me some names. I would love to find some names of just Premier League quality people. And I do want to show you. The board have set the initial payroll for the coming season at $475,000 per week and a transfer budget of $36 million. So I have $36 million to play with. I'm not expecting. I'm sure there will be people who leave. I already know that there's a couple of players who are out of contract at the end of the season who are not going to be returning. So at least those are wages off the books. I'm not going to be able to sell them. But anyone I can sell in this team is most likely only for a couple of $100,000 at most. There's really not a lot of high value players in the squad. There's some really good players in the squad, but not a lot of high value ones. So We'll have to see how that goes. I do need names, though. Please give me names. But as you can see, Portsmouth promoted to the Premier League. This was on April 23rd. Portsmouth have won promotion. It's a season of unlikely yet jubilant success for Portsmouth, who consistently defied the odds from the outset. So that was fantastic. Oldman leads Portsmouth's promotion. Portsmouth fans are jubilant mood after Sefian Oldman led them to the incredible feat of promotion from the Sky Bet Championship. So 2 promotions back to back. And then Portsmouth delight at the unexpected promotion. The Portsmouth board have announced to the press that they are extremely pleased that the team has secured promotion from the EFL Championship. Now, what I want to get in the rest of this episode is the awards and all that, the end of the season review. I kind of want to see what our expectations are for next season. Now, once the takeover happened, we were expected to basically come in the top half of championship for the next 4 years. So I kind of want to see what's going to happen there. So let's fast forward. I do also want to see who gets promoted with us, along with West Brom. I love the screen. I will say, there's a lot in FM that I'm not happy with, FM21, but I do like this. A little bit more graphical. So, Portsmouth, end of season review, 2021 season, the new arrivals. As you can see, Cameron Pring is a C+. Okay, he's money-wise absolutely nothing. I mean, 65K, and we had like 2 to 3 million in the bank. So, 6.8 average rating, 4+9 appearances. I'm not too unhappy with that. For someone who was not expected to be all that great in the championship and was mainly a League One player, loved having him back. George Dobson and Luke Offord are the other 2 that I think have been fantastic. 6.9 average rating, 6.83 average rating. Leighton Stewart, absolute crap. I apologize, Klopp. Klopp actually came to me and said, dude, you're not playing my player. What's going on? I said, he's just not playing well enough. I was like, you know what? I've got other things to deal with, so whatever. I don't care anymore. And just walked out. Valgir Valgerson, A+. Delighted to bring him in on loan. 6.86. I guess he's not been bad. There's been not a lot I've seen from him. I guess he could probably progress in the future, which is nice. Determination 16 going down. But maybe we can bring him in. I've got to start looking at the Premier League ready players. But Leighton Stewart, man. C+. Let's see. Dobson is a B- and Offord a C. Really? Content with the deal to sign Luke Offord. Maybe it's because it cost him $2.5 million. So as you can see, at the end of the season, West Brom storming the league, absolutely storming it with 97 points. We come in second with 86. Sheffield United nipping on our heels until those last two games, 82. Blackburn, Reading, and Stoke are the other 4 or the other 3 that are in the playoff right now. So we're going to see what happens with that next. Emirates, B-, knocked out of the quarterfinals by Newcastle. What do you expect? Carabao Cup, knocked out by Crystal Palace in the quarters. C+, I think we deserve a little better than that. Moments to remember, 5-1 victory over Bristol City, 4-0 match to remember over West Brom. Yeah, that was a fantastic match. And then goal of the season, let's see, this is Haiula's 84th. Let's see what it is. This match, he had a 9-2, and this match was fantastic. So Morris boots it up. Clark absolutely just fumbles it and misses it. Haiula with a perfect shot onto the side netting. Goal of the season, as usual. I don't know about that, but a fantastic one. You got to admit. I'm going to skip the finances. Nothing really. Merchandise sales of $1 million. Curtis, Haiula, Harrison, Harness, and Marquis. Marquis has been injured. I forgot to mention that. He is injured for a couple weeks. I could have given him a shot for the last match, but he still wouldn't have played today. So, oh well. So as you can see, the top 11, McGillivray, Brown, Raggett, Watmore, Johnson, Curtis, Naylor, Dobson, and Harness. You can see we have a midfield issue, I would guess. But Haiula and Harrison, overall, very happy with how things have gone. Club Awards Fans Player of the Season is Lee Brown, who has been fantastic this season. Young Player of the Season, Cole da Silva. Signing of the Season, Cameron Pring. I don't know how he has been signing of the season, considering he's only played, 4+9 games? He's only been here half the season. Oh well. You've got Offord and you've got Dobson, who I think have done a little better overall. But whatever. Maybe it's because he's contributed to more goals and things like that. But Haiula, goal of the season we just saw. Top goal scorer, 28-year-old Ellis Harrison. I keep calling him Elias Harrison, but 25 goals. 9 assists for Callum Johnson. Player of the Match award, 7 for Lee Brown. The highest average rating, 7.4 for Lee Brown. Tom Naylor with most completed passes for 90, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So players inducted into Portsmouth's overall best 11 squad. Following completion of the season's best 11, blah, blah, blah. Proudly announced that 3 players have been considered good enough to enter Portsmouth's overall best 11. Typical stuff. George Dobson, I would definitely agree. Cole De Silva, okay. Leighton Stewart? Are you kidding me? He's absolutely sucked. How on earth is Leighton Stewart now proud member of our Portsmouth history? No, just no. Sorry. So here we have it, the club vision expectation next season. Fight bravely against relegation. So that is what we're up against. We have 37 million in the bank to play with. I'm really hoping to bring in some good players to obviously not be top half unless the Tastic just kicks into real gear. But I think we should fight against relegation okay if we get some good players in. So now, before I get into, who comes up with us alongside West Brom and us, I do want to mention, and I've said this before, I think this save might be failing. And I don't know if it's a save or if it's FM itself, because FM has some really batshit crazy stuff going on. But as you can see, April 22nd, 2022, the recent form standings have Middlesbrough in 9th place while we're in 14th. We were never in 14th place. I don't know why they were saying this. So again, it could be just a little glitch in the game, or it could be the save is going. So I don't know what's going to happen. But I will be bringing you the next season. If it craps out somewhere in there, well, that's just par for the course with FM21 in my saves. Everything is just crapped out. So, but now, who's going to come up with us? Let's check it out. Well, ladies and gents, the moment's finally here after God knows how long I've been waiting for it. It is the 29th of May, and as you can see, Stoke are joining us. West Brom, Portsmouth, and now Stoke, winning on penalties. Brown and Gerbich. Well, there you go. Sorry to see Reading, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. So once again, 2-week break pretty much, and then we're coming right back into the Premier League, starting with probably the very first game of the season. Just so you know, I did have a player that it was just coming in. I had him on transfer. However, his work permit didn't come through, even though his agent and everyone said, oh, that wouldn't be a problem, no worries. But apparently it was. Now I have to either cut it loose or wait 120 days and try again. I think I'm screwed. So we'll see who we can actually get in. Remember, down below, please put some names. I need some names to look at. I know this is 2022, this is the 3rd season in, but I would love to get some names to look at. So some good quality Premier League potential. That's what I really need. So please let me know. So with that, I'm going to end it for the day because it's been a long one, and I will just leave it at that. So as always, I am Sefian FM. Thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.